All right, I wanted to give you a brief overview of the things we're going to be doing in this course this semester, Business Writing, English 320, and how we're going to get started on it because it's an 8-week course. We've got a lot to get through, and so we need to get started right away. So what I'd like to do is provide you with the course objectives, the things that you should learn over the course of this semester, and an overview of how we will work through those objectives, activities that are designed to bring us to those objectives. Third, I'll talk about course policies very briefly, give you a sense of how this course is going to be run. I'll go over the first assignment to make sure that everyone's clear on what Project 1 entails, because again, we need to get underway right away. So first, course objectives, what we're going to do over the course of this semester. Now the English department, because we're an English department, we have a ton of words to describe everything that we want to accomplish. And there are 12 major objectives for English 320 business writing. I don't expect you to commit these to memory, but I'd like to point out a couple of key facts about them. Look at the words that are indicated in red here. These are the things that I think are the most important out of these 12 objectives. They describe things like responsibility, acting critically, understanding business formats and the intended audience of communication, getting a sense of how rhetorical strategies shape what you write, collaborating effectively, which you're going to practice in your writing workshop groups, being able to analyze the writings of the people in your writing workshop group, using technology and research techniques, understanding and applying professional standards, and then finally understanding how global communication and intercultural communications change the way that people communicate in the workplace. So if you're interested in looking at these objectives in more detail, they're available on the English department website, and I can provide you with a link for those if you're interested. But keep in mind that these are the big picture things that we want to accomplish over the course of the summer session. So how are we going to do this? Let me give you a quick overview of what we'll accomplish in the course. Everything for the course is available on Learn UW-Stout, and everything that you turn in will be turned in through Learn UW-Stout. So take a look at the Content tab and see the syllabus there. I've listed out the entire plan for the summer session, all 8 weeks. So some general guidelines about what we're going to be doing, and then project by project, what we are going to cover. That's all listed in the syllabus. So if you look here, you'll see that Project 1 we start right away, and I provide a link to the specifics of the assignment for Projects 1 and 2, and I'll be adding the specifics for Projects 3 through 6 in the next couple of days as we begin the summer session. This list will tell you what you need to read from the textbook. It will tell you when a rough draft is due that needs to be posted to the discussion board. It tells you when you need to respond to posted drafts from the other people in your writing workshop group. And it tells you when the final draft is due to the Dropbox. Those are always due at 11:59 p.m. on the date listed in the syllabus. The Dropbox closes at midnight, so make sure that you post well in advance of 11:59 p.m. to make sure that your assignment makes it to the Dropbox in time. In terms of course policies, I've tried to keep it fairly simple and fairly lightweight. Those are all listed on the Content tab under Policies. It tells you how to contact me. I have the obligatory paragraph scolding you about plagiarism and academic dishonesty. Everything you turn in this semester, of course, needs to be original and product of your work and your work alone, although you will be getting feedback from the people in your writing workshop group. Because this is an online course, everyone needs to participate through the discussion boards and by turning work in on time and responding to the work of others on time. And a substantial portion of your grade, 15%, will be determined by your participation in your writing workshop groups. So make sure that you understand what that participation requires of you. Look at the document How Writing Workshops Work, which is posted on the Content tab directly under the document we're looking at now, the Policies document. Make sure you understand what you're required to do, because there are specific deadlines throughout the course of the summer session. Everything that you turn in comes in through Learn at UW-Stout, and everything that I give back to you will come through Learn at UW-Stout as well. So if it's not in the Dropbox on time, then it's not turned in on time. That's the only way that you can get credit for the work that you do. In terms of revision, everything you turn in this semester can be revised for a higher grade, as long as it was turned in on time. So if you turn in a complete rough draft by the due date, the final draft date that's listed on the syllabus, you can revise that document, revise the entire project as often as you want, as much as you want over the course of the semester. It will all be due on the last day of classes. in final form. If you revise work, I will grade it as if it were completely new. So I won't average the two grades. There's no limit on how much your grade can improve. So you should only consider the projects that you do for this course final when you are satisfied that they represent the best work you're capable of doing at this point in your college career. So if you've got questions about how revision works, please let me know. I will post additional information about revision as the session continues. So we're immediately jumping into the first assignment, Project 1, the job application materials. So take a look at that under Projects in the Content tab. Project 1, job application materials, requires you to find a job. I've provided some links to sources for searching for jobs. The first thing you need to do, and you should start it right away, is to find a job that you're interested in applying for. This could be a job that you want to apply for when you graduate. It could be a job that you want to apply for 5 years after you graduate. It could be an internship that you'd like to apply for right now. Whatever works for you, choose a job that you are actually interested in, because unlike the real world, you will get this job after you apply for it, and everything else we write over the course of the semester, you will write from the perspective of someone who has this job. So choose carefully. What you'll turn in are 5 things. The job posting, make sure you save that in PDF format. A paragraph on why this particular job is the right job for you. You will turn in an original 500-word profile of the company or organization. You are not to just copy and paste the About Us page from the company or organization's website. You need to do some research. You need to find out about this company, who they are, what their goals are, what business they're in, what challenges they face, how the job that you're applying for fits into what they do. And then the standard job application materials, a cover letter and a resume. Make sure that the cover letter is addressed to someone specific at the company. You might need to contact them to find out who that would be, or perhaps it's listed in the job posting. And a one-page resume that is specific to the job that you're applying for. You need to post a complete draft of this project to the Writing Workshop discussion board by the end of the day on the 17th of June. Then you will read and respond to the drafts of your Writing Workshop group members by midnight on the 21st of June. So you'll download everybody's work, you will read it, you'll insert comments into it, and then you'll post it back to the discussion board to give them that feedback. I also have down here how the project will be graded. This is exactly where the points will come from for this project. 10% of it is on your paragraph on why this is the right job for you. 10% comes from the company or organization profile. 20% is the content of your cover letter, and another 20% is the content of your resume. Then style and presentation, 10% each for both projects. So if you look at how the grade is allocated, obviously you need to spend most of your time developing the content for the cover letter and for the resume. All right, so as we get started, here again are the significant dates for this week for Project 1. First thing you need to do is by Thursday, the 17th of this week, you need to post a complete rough draft to the discussion board for your Writing Workshop group. That's a complete draft. That's all 5 elements of the project, 1 through 5, need to be posted. By Monday the 21st, what you need to do is respond to the work of the other people in your Writing Workshop group. And I'll be checking to make sure you post your draft. I'll be checking to make sure you post responses to the other people in your Writing Workshop group, and you'll get points for each of these. And again, Writing Workshop participation is 15% of your grade. That's a grade and a half in terms of letter grades. So make sure you are participating in your Writing Workshop group. By next Wednesday, the 23rd, you need to have a final draft of all 5 elements in the Dropbox by midnight. If you've got any questions about the course, about Project 1, about any aspect of anything, please email me and I'll get back to you right away. And I'll probably also answer your question for the rest of the class's benefit as well, because if there's something that you don't understand, chances are there are other people with the same question. So at any point, drop me an email and let me know if something isn't clear, and I'll get right back to you and clear it up. Thanks a lot.